It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time.
Hello guys, so sorry for the setup. You're gonna have the blue light reflecting in my glasses because today it's difficult for me to wear my lenses, so I'm gonna do that with my glasses on, so bear with me. And I'm gonna present the book that I read actually yesterday, and the video I wasn't able to edit it and put it up yesterday, so sorry. This is why this is gonna be episode 11 and 12 in one, but the tomorrow episode, so episode 13, I'm gonna make sure that I have two book recommendations for you in one episode so that I can make up for missing one yesterday, and I'm very sorry for that. But yeah, yesterday was a mess. I was feeling really bad. I was getting sick a little bit, and I was thinking, okay, I don't want to put out a crap video on a book that I didn't read with my full focus. So I finished the book this morning, and I was thinking that I will put the video out for you today. So let me show you the cover because it's actually really nice, even though as usual I will insert the real illustration here. It's called A Murder Before Christmas. It's a book by an author called Isabella Bassett, and she has a lot apparently of thrillers and short novellas like that. This is 180 pages, so it's a short book, so I wouldn't call it a novella. And the premise of this story, apparently it's always the same characters in this series that she does. It's a lady called Lady Caroline, and she has a friend named Poppy. Apparently they appears in some of her other works, so I will have to check that out because I really love those characters. So to set it up, Caroline is spending Christmas with her family as usual, but she's in London for a few errands to run with her uncle. It's days before Christmas, I think it's the week before Christmas, and she's meeting with her friend Poppy because she's looking for a gift for her husband. And Caroline is about to be engaged to a guy. This is maybe one of the last Christmas that she can enjoy as a single lady, and she's spending time with her uncle. And he explains to her that he wanted to purchase some bird books, bird folios, so with illustration, I believe, and they were bought by somebody that is from a rival society. So if you guys know, this book is set out to happen in the 90s, in 1920 in London. So in that time, back then, they used to have intellectual society, and her uncle is in a science society, and the guy that bought the book is in a rival society. So basically, they're arch nemesis. So you want to get back the books because he has a meeting soon with the society, and he's gonna be embarrassed to show up without the folio because they're very valuable and rare. So what he does, he tracks down the guy who is called I think it's Lord Nethercott. It's the Nethercott family, and apparently they make some of the best chocolate biscuits in London, so they're really well known, and they're a prominent family. So they're gonna visit the estate, talk to him, and try to find an arrangement so that they can get the folios back. So they get there, and basically he explains to them that he would be interested in a trade. He would give them the folios, the book, under the condition that Caroline performs for him in a play. And people are not really up for that. He wanted to ask the vicar of the town if his daughter could play in the play, but he refuses because of, it's not really good with religion and all of that, but they're still going to attend and watch the play, right? So Caroline accepts, and she's like, okay, I'm going to play that character for you if you give the books to my uncle. What happens after that? One day they're sitting at breakfast with the Nethercott's family and Caroline, her uncle, and they receive a letter from a lady in the village that is known to send poisonous letter, a little bit like the antique Gossip Girl, let's say. They're a little bit taken aback by the letters, and Caroline and her uncle have no idea what is in the letter actually. They just know that this lady was maybe threatening them or saying unpleasant things to them. And they say, okay, she's like that. She lives in our old cottage and we just ignore her. She ends up dead, and they think it's a gas accident, but Caroline is not convinced, and she's like, I'm thinking that somebody murdered her. I don't know how or what happened, but I'm pretty sure they killed her, and I want to prove that. And she starts to think that the Nethercott family is involved in that. She thinks that if she can find the notes that they received from her, if she can find the anonymous letter, she may be kind of be able to piece out why they would kill her and get rid of her. The day of the play, actually another characters die, and it's a lady friend, so a girlfriend of one of the member of the family. So everything now points out to this family as the murderer, because the lady died after sending them letters, and now you have this girl who was seen as an easy girl, not a girl that is worthy of marriage, that was, you know, the girlfriend of somebody from the nobility. She dies also on the underground, like at the castle, because I forgot to explain, but Caroline and her uncle are staying at one of their cottages, and the rest are staying, you know, with the family in the castle. So it points out that the murderer is somebody from the castle for both death, and of course people start to think that the death of the old lady is not accidental, and that it was actually a murder, and that they have a murderer on the loose, basically. So Caroline decides to go investigate and find the anonymous letter so that she can have an idea of why all of that is happening. And she gets caught by the lady of the house, the Chatelaine, and she's gonna tell her, listen, I'm also suspecting my own family, so I just want you to let me know of any findings that you have, and that we can investigate together. And basically Caroline goes back to sleep, and that's the next day they found the second lady dead, you know. So this is the premise of the story. I'm not gonna say anything more, but the book was amazing. When you get to the big reveal, it was kind of expected to me. I knew that this person was the murderer, but the reason of why they do that and the explanation was really good in my book. So yeah, I would recommend for you guys to read the book, and I think I'm gonna check Isabella to see the other works that she does, because she's an amazing storyteller. She really took the time to set a story, to explain the motives of everybody. At some point, to me, everybody was a suspect. I didn't know who was responsible, who was killing who. I was thinking maybe there's multiple murderer, and at some point she thinks, Caroline, in the story, that she found the murderer, and I was agreeing with her. I was like, oh my god, she might be right, it might be this person. So until the very end, you're not really 100% sure who's responsible for those murder, and I really loved it. So for all of these reasons mentioned, I'm gonna give it a 5-star. So because it's Readmas and we're finally at the 12th episode, I mean technically, because I know I skipped the one yesterday, but we're finally on the 12th day until Christmas. I wanted to do something special. I wanted to do a small giveaway. I'm gonna do another one at the end for the last episode, so the 24th, I'm gonna announce a bigger one. But for this one, I'm gonna give the opportunity to one person to win an ebook or a physical book. It has to be one of the books that I already spoke about in my Readmas video, so you have to check the reviews, pick the one that you like the most, and I will try my best to send you either an ebook or a physical copy. So it has to be somebody that I'm able to reach out on Amazon. So basically your country has to be included in the list of countries that Amazon delivers to, but I think it should be fine as long as it's on Amazon.com or Amazon.fr or any other website, if it's a physical copy. If I see that, for example, you're in a country that is difficult for me to send a book, or it's a book that is not in a physical copy, then I will send 1 or 2 ebooks. I will see how I'm gonna arrange that. So please leave down below in the comments, what is your 2 favorite stories of this whole Readmas series that I've done as of now, so out of the 11th book that I've talked about, and I will pick a random winner to make sure that they get their book. Also, I forgot to mention it in the video, but the complete rules are: please be subscribed to the channel, put the notification bell on, like this video, comment below what is your favorite story, and I will make sure to check at the end if all of the rules are respected. And as I said, this will be announced in the last video. So the last video on the 24th of December, I will announce the winner. And also on that day, I will announce the bigger giveaway. I'm going to make sure that the gift for this time will be bigger. And I will think if it's possible to have 2 winners, for example. But I wanted to do a small one because we're halfway. Thank you for everybody that has been following this series so far. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm having so much fun. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow I can come back in full shape and in a better place for me to keep up with the Readmas. And I cannot believe that in 2 weeks already it's gonna be over. I'm gonna be so sad to leave the Christmas story behind, but I think I'm gonna do that every year because it's really fun, it's challenging. And if you guys want to join and read Christmas stories with me, please feel free. If you guys have recommendation of Christmas book, please put them below. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Season of peace is finally here.